Hi everyone, welcome back to day 2 at the 10th Annual Data Innovation Summit here in Stockholm. I am standing here with Prayson, who is coming from Norlys, and he is a principal data scientist and also one of our speakers at this edition of the summit. So Prayson, welcome, and it's our pleasure to have you speak here at the summit.
Thank, thank, uh, Thank you so much. Yeah.
Prayson, I would like to ask you regarding your session at the summit. Can you share a little bit more about what you spoke about, and what is one thing that you want to share with the audience at the summit?
Yeah. The thing I talk about is about how large language models are not here to save us. So they are not while good engineering well. So like there's a huge hype on what large language models are doing. But at the same, what I wanted to focus is because I wanted to focus on the role to which they will play. So my key message, if I wanted to reduce it in a very eatable nuggets, was to make it work, make it right, make it fast. So with make it work, here is a place where I talk that you can include large language models to get you up from the ground. For example, most of these large language models, they have seen the entire internet. So they know a lot. So for them to kick you started, they're really, really good, just like consultants. But when you have to make it right, here is where I caution a lot of saying maybe here it's not the place for LLM, this is a place for you to do it, you yourself. So you need to take what is being generated or what is being offered and somehow curve it to your precise need. So this is the core of what you're doing. And then I had to this make it fast. So here in making it fast, then you can bring LLM or consultants to help you again here. But the core of making it right is still in your on your desk. So that you have to do yourself. So that was the main message, I'll say.
Thank you for sharing that with us and our audience at the summit. I want to hear a little bit about your experience working as a principal data scientist and share some challenges maybe or some things that you may have struggled with, you and your team, while working in your field. So what would you say has been or is some of the biggest challenge that you're currently facing?
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge we usually face is sometimes we try to begin with tools and technology to answer problems and not the other way around. I usually say we should not search for problems just because we have the tool, but the problem should arise from the need that is out there. So I will not go through organization and say, where can I apply large language models? Or where can I apply machine learning? Where can I apply? No, these are just tools. So we start with what is the current bottleneck? What's the current problems that we need to answer? And given that we find, oh, this is a problem we have to answer, then we have to ask, is using LLM the right way to go about? Is using machine learning the right way about? So this is where I was talking about making it right, or is the before that you have to say make it work. In this part where you say make it work, you need to start with another question that is to say, like, what is it that we're trying to solve? So here is where I was pinpointed of test-driven development, where you have to say, what exactly are we trying to solve? And you have to write that one down from A to Z. And then you can choose what kind of processes and tools you need to move from A to Z. But we always start with the user, we call like the user-centric way of solving problems. So that's what I would say. The biggest challenge is we usually go around finding problems because we have a hammer. So we find it, where is the nail, instead of saying, oh, I am having a broken window or something, maybe I need a hammer.
That was a really nice explanation. Thank you for that. I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on, or what would be your advice for organizations that want to create the most value out of their investments, which is actually every organization. What can they do differently, or try something new when it comes to extracting the most value out of their investments when it comes to data science and machine learning, and yeah.
Yeah, so I'll say start with the core problem, the core challenge you're trying to solve. And given that, create a way you're going to monitor how you're going to check that you are solving the right problem. And at the same time, when you have a certain a problem, you have to define what's the benefit of doing this. What is the investment we're getting back were we to move from A to Z? And then given that, oh, so this has this benefit, then that becomes the metrics to which we keep on measuring. So as we develop, we go back to the process saying, is it delivering what we thought it is? Because I have seen a lot happening today where we invest so much in big models and they end up consuming a lot of money and then they don't yield the promises they are supposed to give us. So ideally, you need to say, are we answering the right question? What is the value do they bring? When I'm building my tool, does it answer this? Etc. So because there is where you will get the most out of what you're doing. So at the end of the day, it's not about data. It's not about machine learning. It's not about LLM AI. It's about the core problem or the core challenge you're having. Are they, what benefit do they bring by solving them? And then going through solving them. That is what is all about.
Thank you very much. That was really insightful answer. And one more question I have to end this on a fun note. If you had to describe the Data Innovation Summit in one word, what would that word be?
I will say incredible. It's been fantastic to be back here. I was here in many years ago, and it's just amazing to see it grow and having some really good talks around. So incredible.
Thank you very much for the kind words.